Continuing war of words between President Trump and 4 congresswomen, including Massachusetts Representative Ayanna Pressley. The president today denied his message is racist, tweeting he, quote, doesn't have a racist bone in his body.
House lawmakers may vote today on a resolution condemning the president's tweets. Natalie Brand has the story.
Gotta get down.
President Trump is imploring Republicans not to vote on a House resolution condemning his recent tweets targeting 4 Democratic Congresswomen, saying they should go back from where they came. Tuesday, he took to Twitter, again writing, "Those tweets were not racist. I don't have a racist bone in my body. The so-called vote to be taken is a Democrat con game. Republicans should not show weakness and fall into their trap."
We have the responsibility to uphold the dignity of government.
The resolution, quote, strongly condemns President Donald Trump's racist comments that have legitimized and increased fear and hatred of new Americans and people of color.
He's launching a blatantly racist attack on 4 duly elected members of the United States House of Representatives, all of whom are women of color.
The president appears to be making attacks on the progressive congresswomen known as the Squad, a 2020 campaign issue. But not all Republicans see it as a winning strategy.
We're going to have problems electorally down the line, so I think that's one reason. But also, as I learned in kindergarten, treat people with respect, right?
But even Republicans who disagree with the comments say they may not vote for the measure.
Do you plan to vote on the resolution?
I'll just see what the resolution is, but I'm generally not that supportive, especially a resolution going after another branch of government. But we'll see.
House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy called the resolution, quote, a political stunt. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.